6 years ago that I started Green Spaces here. It was a lot different of a place on Larimer. There wasn't much happening, but yet it seemed so close to downtown. You could still walk there, you could park for free. So it felt like there was like a lot of green things starting to emerge here. It was a convenient city to be in. It just had the feeling that things were going to start happening here in Denver. I originally started as kind of an alternative to the corporate workplace because I knew that I, as an entrepreneur, did not want to go into a corporate office space every day, but yet I did want to go into a space and work from it. So I try to create it as a vibe that's very comfortable, where you feel comfortable coming in. You actually want to hang out here all day. We do have dog-friendly areas in Green Spaces too, so that you can bring your dog here if you want to. We also create a lot of different environments, so whether it's couch environment, desks, so you can kind of change as your day changes and go, from place to place. And then we also want to keep it kind of like a hip, cool vibe too, and bring in local artists and just interesting things happening. People that are a little bit more corporate and haven't been into a co-working space are kind of like really surprised that people can work in this type of environment. But usually after people have been here for a while, they're like, this makes a lot of sense. It's a really nice place to hang out and work. We have a lot of plants all throughout Green Spaces. And then we do really focus on having the windows where people can look out, see the mountains, look outside. And I think that that kind of environment makes the place feel more alive, and it feels more fresh, and it actually truly is more alive because you get the natural sunlight in this space, you have the plants that are helping to clean the air.
If you're going to spend your entire day in a workspace, it should be a beautiful and sort of energy creating space. So I think Green Spaces, it's always been a good fit for me when I used to bring my dog to work every day, being surrounded by things that are alive.
There's all different types of businesses that are part of the space. It's primarily people though that are like between 1 and 3 people that either have their own company or working remotely or are freelancers, and people that care about connecting with community. So it's people that actually want to get connected and meet more people and care about making a difference in their work. So it's not necessarily that their work is green focused, like they may not be a solar powered company, but they actually care about being part of that same type of value system. The type of community that we have here, I feel like has become very almost like family oriented and friend oriented. People really seem to care about each other and help each other out. A lot of people have become very good friends. So it's like a little ecosystem where we all work together and do business together.
There's really a sense of community here that's really important. So when we are working towards casting a vision of a better, more vibrant community, being around other people doing that is just motivating and exciting.
Us being, thoughtful individuals and actually really caring about the work that we're doing so that the work that we do creates a positive impact versus just doing work to make money and just looking to make the most possible money. How are we doing work that's actually creating a value in society that's a real value beyond money, where it's really making us all improve what we're doing. I think with having a green certified business, the impact that it has is, first of all, it shows everyone that you have a commitment to being green. And then you're being very thoughtful too in terms of how are you dealing with waste, how are you dealing with your energy usage. So we're actually requiring all of our businesses to become certified green. It's a free program where the city of Denver comes in and looks at all different aspects within your company. For example, they'll look at the water usage, so making sure that you're using low flow. Same with the toilets, that you're just using dual flush and just looking at the water management. You're not leaving your sprinklers on in the middle of the day. So they kind of also train you on those types of things and why it makes a difference. So we really focus on trying to buy reclaimed materials as much as possible throughout the space for our furniture. The other thing we do is we set everyone up on a centralized networked printer so that we're all sharing a printer together. And then everyone gets set up with automatic dual-sided printing. So it's just simple little changes like that can make quite a big difference. For example, we replaced all the lights in here with LED light bulbs, which is amazing because the light's been great. And then instead of having to replace light bulbs every 3 to 6 months, it's now every couple years. We have about 160 solar panels on our roofs that offsets all of our energy. The future of green spaces here on Larimer, we're really excited about having this larger space because I'm very focused now on creating this as a hub to kind of showcase to everyone, both here in Denver and as well as nationally, this green hub that's happening right here and all these things that are happening by these different partners and entrepreneurs coming together.
Green Spaces has brought in a lot of activity in terms of small businesses, and I think that's kind of grown out with more restaurants, more bars, places to see live music.
By being in a co-working space with other green businesses, we're able to learn, what are other ways that you can impact, sort of a green, sustainable community. So it's allowed us to be better ambassadors of green business, and we've been able to also inform others. So it's a way of just constantly learning and growing together.
People are social beings, so being able to go into a place where they can connect with other people around like more of a value system instead of just purely business-like competition, but more like business, like let's collaborate in business. I think it does give much more of a sense of community.